fat cracker in the house. I'm here, you're there. Keep it that way. It's not that kind of party. What Einstein and all these other Ptolemy and all these other Freemasons who literally invented the globe model and then invented gravity to be a variable placeholder for all of the things that are physically impossible that would have to make sense in order for us to be living on a spinning ball flying through space. And that's what gravity is. It's just a huge pile of horse shit between the truth and the globe conspiracy. Right? So what they're saying is that parallel perpendicular lines coming off of the Earth's surface all head away from each other. And if that were true, then a building which has perpendicular corners on it, one corner would point this way, the other one would point that way, the other one that way. All the corners would point away from each other, and so the top floor of the building would have to have more square footage. The corners would be pointed out, and it would be less concave on the top floor than on the bottom floor. And the bottom floor of buildings, according to gravity, would have to have a curved, convex floor, and as the floors grew higher, they would have to grow bigger, square footage wise, and less convex.
Your confusion is not rational.
If you stare down this flat plane, eventually the label will disappear. That's not because the surface of this is curved. That's because the foreground ate up the background in your perspective. The same thing would happen if you stare down it sideways. So the case for the Earth being curved based on things going over the edge could also be made for things going around. So are you saying we're inside of a sideways curved Earth? Are you saying that we're inside of a sphere? Because if you're standing in a long hallway, the lights on the roof of the hallway eventually disappear under the horizon. Does that mean that we live in a concave, inside a concave spherical Earth? And I mean, if you stand and you look down a straight wall, things at the end of the hallway will disappear. Does that mean that the wall is curved?
I find your argument strewn with gaping defects in logic.
Right? And if you make a straight wall on flat ground, which is supposed to curve 8 inches every mile, and then you stand that wall up, is it going to be curved? Because what you're telling me, look, is every 8 inches per mile squared is the curvature of the Earth. So 3 miles away, 2 people 6 feet tall can't see each other. Dude, there's no curve. If you stand 10 miles apart, there's supposed to be 88 feet of curve between each other. Yet you can take a telescope and you can look right at each other.
Bull fucking shit!
You know what I mean? We live on a flat surface. The ocean is most certainly flat, and the continents sit in the middle of it, and the great southern ocean that goes around Australia, New Zealand, the southern tip of South America and Africa, and then is surrounded by the Antarctic outer perimeter, right? And the sun circles above that. It moves in towards the summer and out towards the winter.
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
Flat out, there is no way that we live on a curved surface.
Oh, really?
There is no planet. We aren't on a planet.
Epic takes at least one set of images about every 2 hours.
It's, we're on the underbelly of the fucking universe, right? We're just living a bubble, atmospheric bubble that is, thin enough oxygenated water for us to breathe and exist as these airy mammals that we are.
Okay, so you know what I just heard? Blah 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 blah.